On March 30th, 2025, Denmark unveiled an ambitious fleet plan for the Royal Danish Navy, a strategic blueprint designed to address immediate security needs while laying the foundation for a modernized naval force capable of meeting future challenges. This dual-track initiative centers on the short-term acquisition of 21 new patrol boats for the Naval Home Guard, alongside other specialized vessels, and a long-term roadmap to replace aging large surface combatants, such as the Huitfeldt-class frigates, with next-generation warships. Announced amid rising geopolitical tensions and U.S. pressure to bolster Arctic security, the plan reflects Denmark's evolving role within NATO and its commitment to safeguarding its extensive maritime territories, including Greenland and the Faroe Islands. With a budget bolstered by a 50 billion DKK, equivalent to 7 billion USD, acceleration fund for 2025-2026, this initiative marks a significant pivot toward enhancing Denmark's naval presence in an increasingly contested region, signaling a proactive stance in a shifting global security landscape. The context for this expansion is rooted in Denmark's unique geographic and strategic position. Straddling the Baltic Sea, North Atlantic, and Arctic, Denmark oversees critical maritime domains at a time when Russian activities in the Arctic have intensified and hybrid threats, such as sabotage of underwater infrastructure, loom large. The war in Ukraine has reshaped European security dynamics, and with Sweden and Finland now in NATO, Denmark can shift some focus from the Baltic to the Arctic and North Atlantic. This shift has been accelerated by diplomatic friction with the United States, which has criticized Denmark for underinvesting in Greenland's security, a point underscored by Vice President J.D. Vance's visit to the island on March 28, 2025. In response, Denmark has committed $2 billion to Arctic defense, including naval enhancements, while navigating domestic priorities like environmental protection and economic reliance on maritime trade. The fleet plan thus emerges as a pragmatic response to both external pressures and internal needs, aiming to balance rapid capability boosts with sustained modernization, while addressing Denmark's historical reliance on a relatively small but versatile navy. Central to the plan are the new ships slated for procurement, each tailored to specific roles. The 21 patrol boats, destined to replace the aging MHV 800-class vessels, are expected to be lightweight, fast, and modular, leveraging Denmark's innovative standard flex concept to adapt to tasks like coastal surveillance, search and rescue, and light combat. These vessels, likely under 100 tons, may incorporate cutting-edge technologies such as autonomous systems or renewable energy sources, reflecting Denmark's leadership in green maritime innovation. Alongside these, a dedicated underwater infrastructure protection vessel will deploy advanced sensors and underwater drones to safeguard critical assets like undersea cables and pipelines, reflecting heightened concerns over hybrid warfare. 4 multi-purpose environmental and mine-laying ships with an estimated displacement of 2,000 to 3,000 tons will dual task as pollution control platforms and naval assets, equipped with oil spill recovery systems and mine dispensers. Looking further ahead, the long-term roadmap envisions next-generation large surface combatants, likely 6,000 to 8,000 ton frigates with advanced radar, missile systems, and ice-strengthened hulls to succeed the Huitfeldt-class, ensuring robust air defense and Arctic operational capacity. These vessels collectively represent a blend of agility, specialization, and future-proofing. The purpose and role of this expanded fleet are multifaceted, addressing both immediate and strategic imperatives. The patrol boats will enhance Denmark's ability to monitor its coastal waters, secure ports, and respond to environmental incidents, while their modularity allows for rapid adaptation to emerging threats, such as drone warfare or smuggling interdiction. The underwater infrastructure vessel will serve as a bulwark against sabotage, a growing risk in the wake of incidents like the Nord Stream pipeline attacks, protecting Denmark's economic lifelines and those of its neighbors. The multi-purpose ships will tackle environmental hazards, such as oil spills from the unregulated shadow fleet of tankers, while contributing to naval operations like mine-laying, surveillance, and training, offering cost-effective versatility that aligns with Denmark's fiscal pragmatism. The large surface combatants, meanwhile, will elevate Denmark's NATO contributions, providing advanced air defense, anti-submarine warfare, and long-range strike capabilities, particularly in the Arctic, where deterrence against Russia is increasingly vital. This layered approach ensures Denmark can project power, protect its interests, and support allied operations across multiple domains. Deployment plans reflect this dual-track approach. In the short term, from 2025 to 2027, the 21 patrol boats and 5 larger vessels, 1 infrastructure protection ship and 4 multi-purpose ships, will primarily operate in Danish home waters around Zealand, Jutland, and the Baltic approaches, with initial Arctic deployments leveraging existing assets until new ships are ready. Deliveries are expected to begin as early as 2026, funded by the Acceleration Fund, ensuring rapid operational impact and reassuring allies of Denmark's commitment. Over the long term, from 2027 to 2035, the next-generation frigates will extend Denmark's reach into the Arctic and North Atlantic, patrolling Greenland's waters and supporting NATO missions with a focus on air and missile defense. A second phase of Arctic patrol vessels is also planned, potentially in collaboration with allies like Norway or Canada, to bolster icebreaking capacity and ensure year-round operability in harsh conditions. This phased rollout balances immediate readiness with a sustained buildup, aligning with Denmark's goal of reaching 3.2% of GDP in defense spending by 2025, well above NATO's 2% benchmark, and reflects a calculated effort to integrate lessons from recent conflicts, such as Ukraine, into its naval doctrine. The implications of this plan are profound for both Denmark and the broader region. For Denmark, it elevates its naval stature within NATO, reinforcing its sovereignty over Greenland amid U.S. interest and supporting its domestic shipbuilding industry, notably through firms like Odense Maritime Technology, which could see a resurgence after years of decline. However, reliance on foreign ammunition until the Denmark's factory opens in 2027 poses a short-term vulnerability, underscoring the need for allied cooperation and highlighting gaps in Denmark's defense industrial base. Regionally, the expanded fleet strengthens NATO's northern flank, complementing Swedish and Finnish efforts in the Baltic and countering Russian Arctic expansion with a credible deterrent. The emphasis on mine-laying and drones signals a shift toward asymmetric warfare capabilities, potentially influencing naval strategies across the Nordic states and encouraging a regional rethink of maritime defense priorities. Enhanced Arctic presence may also ease U.S. pressure while fostering deeper Nordic collaboration, such as joint icebreaker projects or shared training initiatives, which could amplify collective security in the High North. Moreover, the focus on environmental protection aligns with Denmark's green agenda, positioning it as a leader in sustainable naval operations, a soft power gain in an era of climate-conscious geopolitics. Ultimately, Denmark's fleet plan positions the Royal Danish Navy as a modern, agile force, adept at navigating the complex security landscape of the Baltic, North Atlantic, and Arctic, with ripple effects felt far beyond its shores, reshaping the strategic balance in Northern Europe for years to come.